All right. So for this video, here's what we're okay. Sorry. Okay. So for this video, guys, we know that one of the things we need is velocity. You guys are going to create your velocity, so you're going to have to decide where your tornado started, where it's going, and then how fast it's going. Now, for the other piece of information you need is some distances. So um, I have chosen that my tornado is going to start in Novi, and it is going to hit the towns of Birmingham, Warren, Sterling Heights, and Charter Township of Clinton. Um, Now, here's what we need to do. So you guys need to figure out the distances between Novi. So if the tornado is here in Novi, and I need to know how far it is to Birmingham, Sterling Heights, Warren, and Charter Township of Clinton, then I'm going to need to use Google Maps to measure those things. Now, what I would recommend is on a piece of paper somewhere, or somewhere on. So I'm going to. We've got this Pages document. I'm just going to come up with a new one. Just as a place to hold my work. So I'm going to put a table in, and I'm going to say, and guys, you can just write this down. This is, for me, a table is easier, okay? So I'm going to say town, and I'm going to say distance from Novi. Now, for you, Novi, like, it might not be Novi. Maybe it's Gladstone. Maybe it's Chicago. I don't really know. It's wherever your tornado starts. Now, I know that I'm going to hit, let's see, Birmingham. I know that I'm going to hit Warren. Oops. I know that I'm going to hit Sterling Heights. And then finally, I know that I'm going to hit Charter Township of Clinton. So Charter, TWP. Yours could be totally different. I don't know exactly what towns you're going to have, but these are my towns. I'm just giving you an example. Now, when I go to Google Maps, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off in my original location. So I'm in Novi. Now you're going to two-finger click. So that's your secondary click, and it's going to bring up this menu. Now I want to measure distance. All right, so all I'm going to do now, and Birmingham is my first one, so it's not showing me anything. I'm just going to click on Birmingham. And suddenly I've got this little ruler tool. Now this says that it's 14.02 miles to Birmingham. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say 14.02 miles. Warren, all I have to do now, guys, is just drag and move it over to Warren. So that's 23.47 miles. 23.47 miles. Sterling Heights is 23.76 miles, and Charter Township of Clinton is 29.27 miles. 29.27 miles. Okay, now here's your only issue, guys. You are going to need to calculate kilometers. So these are all miles. We don't use miles in this class. We use kilometers. So we're going to change them. There's an equation for doing it. The easiest way to change them is to just use Google. So I'm going to go back over to Google, and I'm going to leave this now, and I'm going to go up in the top bar. So if you can't see this, I'm sorry, but all you're going to search for is miles to kilometers. So you can see what I search for. I search miles to kilometers, and look, it gives me this box, and all I do is type in my miles. So first one is 14.02. So 14.02, and I see kilometers is 22.56. So I'm just going to go change this now. 22.56 kilometers. Warren is 23.47. 23.47. So that makes 37.77. I'm going to go change it. 37.77 kilometers. Now you guys are doing your own cities. 23.76. 38.24. 38.24 kilometers. And then Charter Township of Clinton, let's see, it was 29.27. So I'm going to go 29.27. And I've got 47.11. Okay, cool. So once you have that, and you also know the velocity of your tornado, you should be able to calculate how long it's going to take to get to each of these places, and that's going to help you predict that time. Okay, if you're having trouble with this, make sure you ask me. But this is the method for finding the distances between your cities. All right, thanks, guys.